Hi friends, it's Wednesday, October 1st, 2014. Lynn and Jamie here, continuing our assignment. In asking for our instructions for today's session, it's clear that we are to continue to work with our mother universe, the universe that our universe, free will, is a part of, is an atom of. Just as we are an atom of free will, the free will universe, will is an atom of this mother universe. And so our intention for today's session is to show up and do whatever we can do to be of service to help our mother universe align with her soul plan and trigger the awakening right now. Now it begins. There goes a lot of junk.
Yeah.
Asking for it to go straight to recycling. I'm asking light beings, beings of the light who know exactly what to do to help us get these chunks sent on down for composting or recycling or evidence or whatever is needed. We're not the ones to make the determination of what to do. This has a right place it's supposed to move on to. Let's ask for light beings to take it to its exact right place. That pileup of rubble is starting to go away. Maybe we can start to get some living waters flowing through. Oh, look, somebody is moving a hose, like a fire hose of living waters into position. They're getting ready to pressure wash it. It's like, hang on, or watch out.
Yeah.
Saying something like that. It's like an enormous flash flood. I have the feeling this Mother Universe is unconscious.
She's out.
She's just out. I don't know whether or not she's in the hospital.
I don't think she's there yet. I think she's at
just
home.
Completely unconscious. Well, this is a good way to get cleared out. You know, when we're unconscious, we're sometimes struggling less, right?
It's true.
There's more opportunity for healing because there's less resistance to healing.
That's true.
And these, in large part, were lies she was telling herself, right?
Right.
And so sleep is sometimes, or the unconscious state is sometimes a good time to let go of the lies we tell ourselves.
That's true.
So who among us doesn't tell lies to ourselves? So merging more deeply, let's have the intention to join in the gift of healing for all of us who are telling lies to ourselves, which is pretty much all sentient beings. Group photo, no one's missing.
All sentient beings all the time, pretty much.
Pretty much, consistently, lying to ourselves about something or another at some level or another. Let's join, merge, and have it blast right on through us. And I feel like I'm Mother Universe and I'm waking up and being told about
what happened.
Yes. And I'm in the hospital and I've been here a while. And it's been a while.
Yeah.
Whether that means a week, 2 weeks, it's hard to say, but it's a while. I've missed several days.
Yeah.
And having the feeling of, wow, how did I miss all that? And not 100% sure that I believe this nurse.
Yeah, not 100% sure.
It's like, that's so
crazy,
unlikely that I don't believe, that I don't remember it, that I almost don't believe you. But the nurse has the charts and like there's paperwork, and I give the nurse the I don't believe you look and probably say something like that, and she shows me the chart. It's like, look, here's where the paramedics picked you up, your neighbors called. Sure looks legit.
Yeah.
Wow. And she's talking about the damage to the body and the rehab and what it's going to take, and wow.
Feeling overwhelmed.
But I actually have an okay attitude. I feel like I've got an okay attitude.
It's kind of like I have something real to do.
Yeah.
And that feels good.
It feels good. It's like, okay, this is my real project.
I have something real to do.
I have something real to do. Now I'm going to get well. She keeps talking about rehab.
She does.
Did I have a stroke?
I don't know, but My attitude is not as good about rehab.
I don't like rehab.
That makes me feel like she's judging me, and I don't like that.
She is judging me.
It's true.
And she's not being surreptitious about it. She's flat out saying, you're obese, you this, you that, you the other, and none of that's going to work. You aren't going to get well if you continue on that way. So we're doing something different now.
I know that she's right.
I know that she's right.
I know what
I
she's
wish
saying
you were
is
wrong.
true. I really wish it wasn't true.
I wish you were wrong.
But it's pretty clear what she's saying is true.
What she's saying is true.
And I'm in no position really to argue with her.
I'm in no position to argue. Well, my perception is it shifted a little bit, and now we're talking, now there's some direct soul counseling going on.
Yes.
That it just does not have to do with her real life, quote unquote, in the hospital. That
yes,
this
it's
is
soul level.
Soul level counseling. And it's maybe not our own, I feel like I'm part of her personal guides.
It doesn't feel like our own guides. It feels kind of like a
guidance counselor. Saying, so here are your options, here's the situation, and here are your options. Go back into your old way of life, you'll be dead really, really fast.
Yeah.
And we'll just press the reset button and we'll start again, because there's nothing good happening in that direction.
Right.
Or you could go into rehab with a bad attitude.
And it would last a little while.
And you'll be miserable the whole time and nothing good will come, and then we'll press the reset button.
Right.
Because you'll be stuck.
Right.
Or you can go into rehab with a good attitude and really go for it, and you could catapult yourself forward. And how all of this could be for something, not for nothing.
Not wasted.
Not wasted. But the good attitude is the key, and it isn't going to happen without a good attitude.
That's true.
And so the choice is, do I want to have a good attitude, yes or no?
Do
I don't even know how to do that.
Right.
How do you
It's
have
like,
a good attitude?
Right, it's like, how do you choose? It's like, I don't quite understand how to choose to have a good attitude.
Right.
I
feel like you get what you get in terms of attitude, and that I was issued a bad attitude when I checked in. And the guidance counselor is saying that isn't the case.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works, and that that kind of story will keep me trapped in suffering.
Right, and no one's in control of that but you.
And that I can equally well make a different choice and choose to have a good attitude, choose to look at the things that are required in my life by situations, and choose to find a way to love them.
And this feels like
a way.
Total news to me.
I think, how do you even do that?
I love so little.
It's saying just easy. It's easy. It's a fun game. It's a game like any other game. You like games. That I do. I do indeed like games.
I'm good at games.
So make it a game to find something to love. For example, rehab. You're going to have to do that with a good attitude, or you aren't going to get better.
That's true.
So find something to love about every single aspect of rehab. It's there, and you could think of it like a video game where there are these little hidden things. You have to find them and click on them, and then you get good points.
I feel like I like
that idea.
That idea.
Yes. Okay. Find the hidden gifts.
Right.
Find the hidden gifts. Wow. That rehab guy is cute. Do you see him?
Yes.
That physical therapy guy?
Yes, he is.
He's cute?
That does help.
That does help. He looks not thrilled with me.
Well, no.
The guidance counselor is saying, you are offensive to be around because your attitude reeks.
It's true. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And it's right.
And he's talking about the brain damage that occurred.
We were lying there for a while.
Yes, there's some brain damage, and how I'll have to relearn basic things, like maybe writing or reading, I can't quite tell. It's possible part of what I've lost is the motor skills that would make it possible to play my virtual reality game. Like I can't do what I used to be able to do. That makes it impossible. And I'm not having this conversation with them. I'm just kind of testing out the little motions. When
Right.
they're talking to me about the brain damage, I'm thinking,
Uh-oh.
and I start to test out the little motions, and
It's not happening.
it isn't happening. I think I'd like to get good at this rehab, because I'm not willing to give up my fantasy princess persona.
And I like being good at things.
I like being good at things. So I'm going to have to get good at this rehab thing so that I can pick it up where I left off with my fantasy princess. I'm not going to tell them about it. I'm just going to keep that to me.
Yeah.
It's my secret thing. Now, as you observe, can you see the higher dimension beings laughing?
He's not fooled at all.
Like, haha, it's cute. How may we be of service? We can finish clearing out the pillar, like the gunk that we were knocking out of the pillar. Feels so much lighter in here. Let's see if we can stretch long. It isn't going to happen without stretching long. Let's see if we can stretch long. When I start to stretch long, more chunks of stuff fall.
Pop out almost.
Yes, they do. They pop from the walls. At least it's not compacted. It doesn't feel like there's any strength in being long. No strength at all.
Yeah, just floppy.
Floppy. But it isn't stuck short. Well, some of it isn't. Some of it still is. Let's see if we can unstick all of that so none of it is stuck short, so that at least it's floppy, and then at least we can hang it up like on a hanger, so to speak, and it can drip dry, get washed with living waters and dry straight rather than crinkled. Wow, this is extremely tiring.
Yeah, it's like heavy lifting.
Extremely tiring. Is it completely done? I'm going to ask the
I
NGO
don't
guy to
think
grab
so.
the top end, and we'll grab the bottom end, and we'll just, if you guys are willing to grab the top end, you pull the top end, we'll grab the bottom end. Wow, I hear it unpopping.
Wow.
That was great. It was like a Chinese lantern that was all stuck together. And then, yeah.
With the sound kind of like when a back cracks a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Like clack, 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 clack.
Yeah. Merging, calling back the spears we send to Source. Our anger at our guides, our anger at the plan. Ooh, our anger at all aspects of Source. Feeling them dropping down as gold stabilizing bars. Well, if we can work on the structure of the energy body in our off hours, then we can help her in the best possible way, really.
It's true, if we just keep working at it.
Yeah, keep working with the structure, getting longer and more clear, longer and more clear, longer and more clear. Then she can make her choices, which no one can make for her but her.
Right.
We can help her with the structure. As part of her, we have that right and the responsibility. We're all part of her. The NGO guy is.
Yeah, everybody.
If we're all part of her, we can all help.